Ladies and gentlemen, JNL Football Talks. We are back. It's your boy JH Gibbons. It's your guy Vell over there.
What up?
Welcome. Week 12 recap. It's been a crazy season, Vell. Beyond just the games and the terrible quarterback play and the terrible coaching, we've had some moments, right? I mean, there have been some moments on the field and some moments off the field and some moments that were on, then off the field. So it's been a lot of moments. It's been a lot of crap going on this year, and it's never not exciting to watch an NFL season unfold. And I can't even believe I'm about to say the next thing, but the way that the season is unfolding for the Jets started out really, really hot, then turned cold as ice. Now it seems somebody's introduced a lighter back into the situation. Vell, what's the word in the news? Because I couldn't believe my ears. It must have been the ayahuasca. It must have been the darkness retreat. But I can't believe that this legend, this future Hall of Famer, could come back.
Yes, we have Wolverine of the quarterbacks coming back.
That's him.
Most athletes with this type of injury, I'll say they'll probably be out for like 18 months.
Sure.
I think he was out for, oh my God, I think he was out for 4 months.
That's incredible. That's it.
And so now he's back on the practice squad. I know he's back to practicing. I don't want to say practice squad, but he's back to practicing with shoulder pads.
It might even be less because the season started in September, right? And he tore it the first game in September, which was like September 11th or 12th or something. We're in November.
It's like 2 months.
That's ridiculous.
It's 2 months.
Yeah.
Change.
Yeah, 2 months and change, almost 3 months. That's incredible.
Wow.
For a guy his age, too. I mean, for me, as a 33-year-old man, I would probably take that entire length. I have no idea what modern medicine is doing. I don't know what doctors he's seeing. But whoever it is, they have to get a raise. This is the story.
Do you think it's stem cell research or ayahuasca? Like, seriously, you think it's ayahuasca?
I think it's stem cell, right? I think it's stem cell. I think it's just aggressive rehabbing. Stem cell it could do a lot, and a lot of people are now getting into that. I know in the past it was really taboo because of how you derive stem cells, but this guy's coming back in less than 3 months.
I can't believe it.
That's incredible for an injury like that, right? It's with what?
So the only thing that sucks about being in his position is, Zach Wilson really didn't really help him out in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did okay, but they didn't really help him out in a way to just give him a better position, to put the Jets in a better position. So now he kind of has like an uphill battle if he is going to be the starting quarterback. He's gonna be, I'm assuming. So he's fighting an uphill battle right now, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's wild.
Crazy, bro. Too much.
I think if Zach Wilson played better, right? If the record was different and he was playing lights out, I don't think Aaron would have rushed back. I think he would have taken his time, even though I'm not saying he's rushing back.
I didn't even think about that. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, he's jumping right back in there because I think he believes that they have an opportunity to get to the playoffs. Now, their defense is incredible. Regardless of what happens at the end of this season,
man,
next season is going to be great. But my hope is that he does not re-injure it or injure something else because, typically with those lower body injuries, you tend to favor one side of your body versus the other. I remember when I broke my leg and I had a sprained ACL, sprained MCL, and a fractured tibia. It was terrible. It was awful, but like the one thing I've learned is that I now walk with a limp, even though I don't have pain in that knee. Even when I'm squatting or anything like that, like mentally, my head goes to that joint, and I'm like, "Ooh, don't break, don't break, don't break."
I was about to say that. Okay.
Don't break, don't break, and that's how it is. So, besides the physical aspect, where Aaron Rodgers has down pat, it's the mental side. I think Aaron would be okay.
I think he's really mentally poised.
He is. Like his mind has been unlocked. He's unlocked his third eye, the chakras, whatever. Like he's in a different realm when it comes to just being a human being, but also as being as cerebral as he is in the NFL. He has an opportunity to literally rewrite history with coming back from an injury so
What
devastating so quickly.
What if they go? It's not over. No, I can't. I just like to.
If they go to the Super Bowl, is that what you were about to say?
That's what I'm saying. I just like to think of the what if, the crazy what if, bro. What if that happened?
We're gonna literally have to name the comeback player of the year the Aaron Rodgers Award because there's no way. Like if they go to the forget just the look, if they get a deep run into the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers,
easy.
I have no words. I have no words. This is just not supposed to happen. It just doesn't.
I like the season. I like it. It's a lot of unexpected shit. I like it, bro.
Yeah. But look, I mean, as we're diving right into this recap, while we are talking about things that are very unexpected, there was one thing that stayed consistent. My Commanders got their ass kicked on Thanksgiving in front of the world, in front of a national, if not international audience. The Commanders sucked, and they sucked hard. So here's my predictive final score, right? I said the Cowboys are going to win. I knew they were going to win. We didn't stand a chance. I get all that. But I thought it was going to be at least a little closer, a little bit more favorable for us. I was thinking 35-21 Cowboys. It was 45-10. 45-10 Cowboys.
Yeah, okay.
Awful that we had to watch that. It felt like it was Bird Box. Like I had to get a bandana and wrap it around my eyes so it don't bleed out and I don't all of a sudden want to drive into a wall because of what I was watching. So here's what happened, Bell. Check this out, right? Our defense was ass. That's it. Our defense never left the bus. We pulled up to the stadium. The defense decided they were going to stay in the bus and they were going to see whatever the hell offense was going to do. They were going to do that. But look, I'll give the Commanders credit. At the beginning, we started out really hot. It was very close. We were back and forth. Sam Howell was diming them down the field, nickel and dime, 5 yards here, 10 yards here, 20 yards here. He was doing what he could. Look, he had 300 passing yards. He didn't have a tutty. He had an interception, I get it, but he had 74.1 for his passer yard rating. It was interesting, right? But again, our defense was trash, and I'll get to what happened because they were so trash in a minute. But let me talk about Dak Smack Prescott because this guy, he has shown up finally. All the time in the news, everybody's talking about him being an average quarterback and nobody should care about him, blah, blah, blah. I get it, but this year is Dak's year. Listen to these stats. 331 passing yards, 4 tutties, no interceptions, and a 142.1 passer rating.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Look, I hate the Cowboys. They can go to hell, but Dak Prescott played his ass off when it came to dominating us, so kudos to him. Going forward, here's what I see from my Commanders. First of all, Jack Del Rio was fired, as well as our DB coach. Thank goodness they did not need to be along with our team anymore.
Yeah.
Rivera is going to be taking over defensive calling duties right now. EB is still running the offense, and now he's under fire for being a tough, hard-nosed coach, whatever that's supposed to mean. And all those details are available on our TikTok page. We go into that. We talk about that situation, so we're not going to really talk about it here. But there's a lot to fix, Vel. There's a lot to fix. Now, for the Cowboys, I think they'll get to the playoffs, but in proper Cowboy fashion, they're going to lose. They're going to get eliminated, and that's going to be the end of that. So that's what I believe.
Wait,
but man, that was a tough game.
You think they're going to go to like the second round? I give him second round. I don't really like him like that.
So too, I think whatever that conference game is going to be, they're not getting past that. I don't see it happening. I think they're going to be close. It's going to be a really tight game, but they're going to find a way to mess it up. They always do that. It's what the Cowboys do. I can bank on the fact that they're probably not going to go to the Super Bowl. Regardless if they have home field advantage, regardless of what they do for that very first playoff game, I don't think they're going all the way.
They're not.
No. What you got?
All right, my game is a Packers versus Lions. Going into the game, I had the Lions winning. I just never really. I have never been bought on Jordan Love at all. I don't know. There's something about it. I was like, I'm just convinced. I should have been convinced, bro. He pretty much cooked. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that's weird.
Jared Goff had more yards than him, but what did it was Jared Goff pretty much fumbling 3 times. That's pretty much what the reason why, in my opinion, I think that's why they lost.
Oh yeah.
They're pretty much playing catch up the whole time. And that's why Jared Goff got more yards and everything like that. But Jordan Love got 268 yards, 3 touchdowns. Was not expecting any of that at all. But with the Lions losing, their running back showed off. That he had 71 yards, 1 touchdown. He showed off. Detroit Lions was playing catch up the whole damn game. They had more yards, way more yards. I think they had about 500 yards. I think probably 480 yards or something like that.
Wow.
So, they had a good game. They didn't win. Lions played butts off, though. I don't know. I like the Lions more than I like the Packers. I don't know why. I just always like them this year. This year so far, I always like the Lions more than I like the Packers. I wish they won. Though. I ain't gonna lie, but the Packers played great. Man, Packers played great. They might go far in the playoffs, even though they're 5-6. But they're a good 5-6 though. But Lions are definitely gonna still be in the playoffs though.
I can see that. I can see the Lions still going. Yeah. It's weird because some games you think that they're just going to dominate, and then they get dominated. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, they're a tough team to figure out. I think they're strong enough to make it pretty far, but who the hell knows?
So that's why I'm I don't know. This don't seem like a loss. I don't know, man. I don't know. They get on my darn nerves sometimes.
Yeah. I get that. But, I mean, besides that team getting on your darn nerves, there's a team that gets on mine, and I'm pretty sure the entire state of New York feels the same way. The Jets. I know I was like, Rodgers. I know it could be Jets or Giants, right? I know. Yeah, I was wondering which one. It could be either team. They've just both been bad. But the Jets, I mean, with this game against the Dolphins, I did not give them a chance to win. My predicted final score was 20-3. I thought it was going to be a decided victory. I thought it was going to be a beatdown. And it kind of was. The final score was 34-13 Dolphins. So I had the team winning. The crazy ass score. No, I mean it's believable. It's a believable score. So here's what happened. Powerful offense with the Dolphins versus a powerful defense in the Jets. But the defense gets tired, man. Look, I mean, you play D-tackle, I play linebacker. If we're out there for, freaking 10 minutes a quarter, right, for the entire game, and then our offensive scab is 3 and out, bro, we're going to get tired eventually.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's the only thing that's making the Jets be, sorry, man, because the defense gets tired. You know what I mean? That's all it is. If the defense can just get some rest because they can have a better offense, they'll be a better team, bro. Because I love their defense, bro. It just sucks.
I know. Their offense is complete trash. But look, Tua had 243 passing yards. He had 1 touchdown. He had 2 picks, which is it's not really Tua has been throwing a few picks this year. Even though, their team is still winning. They're still playing pretty well overall, but he's had some pretty bad interceptions. He had a 77.5 passer rating. And now over to Tim Boyle, who had 212 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, and a 55.9 passer rating. You can't win with the amount of turnovers in that game. And I got to give a special stat shout out to my boy Tyreek. 9 catches, 102 yards, and a tutty. That's just what he does. He might be one of the first receivers in the NFL to get over 2,000 receiving yards in a season, which is incredible. But kudos to him going to the Chiefs and believing in the Dolphins, believing in Tua, believing in Mike McDaniel to come out there and show out because he has just been so fun to watch. I know Dolphins are coming to Commandersville in a couple weeks. I'm not going to watch because why would I bother? But I think I'm not going to watch in person. I'll watch on TV. I'm not going to be there. It doesn't make sense to waste that type of money on a team that's going nowhere this year. But Tyreek is very fun to watch. So going forward, I think the Dolphins will make a decent playoff run. I'm just worried about the turnovers, man. You cannot turn the ball over in the playoffs. That's the one place
they will capitalize on that one.
You will lose. I mean, look, Jets may have a great Christmas coming because that's around the time that Aaron Rodgers should be back, which is also around the time for the Commanders game. So can you imagine Aaron Rodgers coming back the first time this year to go against the Commanders? What I mean, you want to talk about news, right? And what if he just completely destroys us? We'll be once again known for a team that has had the best comeback in the year for a player. And, that's just who we are. We are.
If he has like a... See, I don't like to put this on your team. What if he has like a C.J. Stroud day that, when he broke the record that day? What if he has that type of day, bro?
I don't not think that will happen. I can't
even deny that. I can see him easily throwing 400 or 500 yards. Any game, not just y'all, any game.
There's nothing out there that can make me believe. There's nothing that makes me believe that wouldn't happen. So we'll see. We'll see if we continue to suck, and if we suck more when Aaron Rodgers comes to town, man. What do you got?
49ers versus Seahawks. I was kind of right on my prediction. Not kind of, but I was on the same page. Sure. I predicted the 49ers to win 21-3 because, Christian McCaffrey's a touchdown machine. He makes a touchdown. Wait, when did he break that streak? Was it like 2 games ago?
I think it was like 2 or 3 games ago when he broke the streak. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's back on it. It's back. Like, it didn't stop nothing.
Yeah.
It didn't stop nothing at all. Christian McCaffrey got 19 carries for 114 yards.
Jeez.
Ridiculous. The thing about the Seahawks is I like him and I hate him. I don't know why. I don't know. When I see the Seahawks, I'm still used to Russell Wilson. I ain't gonna lie. But, they're an okay offense. They just got to do better on offense. Sure. And I think I said it on my prediction about them for the game that they're about to play.
Yeah.
I said the same thing, bro. I was like, they're a good team and everything. They have a good offense. They need to improve it. But I don't think they're going to improve it in this game, and I was right.
Yeah. I don't think they will. And even for the game that's coming up here this week, I don't.
It's today. They're not going to.
Yeah. No, it's not going to happen. The Cowboys are going to keep doing what they're doing. No, that's not going to happen. So, yeah.
Let me finish. What is it? Yeah, it's pretty much 49ers just took over the whole damn game. Brock Purdy got 209 yards, a touchdown, an interception. What is it? Deebo Samuel. He got 7 receptions, 79 yards. Javon Smith, 2 receptions, 49 yards. Pretty much what did this win, because I saw some of the game, is the turnovers for the Seahawks, bro. That's what every damn game. Every time when there's a damn turnover, he did it at the worst time too. I forgot exactly what quarter, but it was in fucking 49ers. I mean, it was in Seahawks territory. Fucking threw the big up dumbass.
That's terrible.
But pretty much 49ers took over, capitalized everything. They got more overall yards, and they pretty much time of possession, they took over. 35 minutes over 24. 49ers got almost 400 yards. Seahawks got like 200 total yards. So it's pretty much they just took over the whole game. It seems like. I don't think. God, I mean, he broke the streak, but oh my God, I just love this guy. I don't think there's no running back that can stop this dude. I don't think there's no running back better at getting touchdowns as much as him. That's a good way to say it. Yeah,
good point. And if I would say the only person that might get close to him, if he wasn't actually throwing the ball, would be Jalen Hurts, because he's an automatic touchdown machine when they have to push and they're close to the goal line.
I'm gonna talk about that game. I saw some of that. I'm gonna talk about that game.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Shit that he does. I'll explain it to you later.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to hear it. But the one thing I would say about a lot of these games, right? We talk about some of the exciting ones with the Dolphins and Chiefs and all that stuff, but there are some duds out there, right? I mean, earlier today, this is probably too much information for this episode, but I dropped the kids at the pool, right? I dropped the kids off at the pool, took the Browns to the Super Bowl. I think you understand where I'm coming from.
Hey.
And I decided to name two of those kids that came out of it. One would be the Patriots, the other would be the Giants. It was the toilet bowl game that I watched. Terrible. You see, you like that. Turd Patriots, turd Giants. It was an ass game, Bill. I don't know what to put it. I'm sorry for the fans. I'm sorry if I'm offending you, but you should be sorry by the offensive teams that you guys are putting out there. So the predicted final score I had was 17-7, and I actually thought the Giants were going to win, right? Mm-hmm. So I was right there, but I was not right with the score. Vel, we talked about this earlier this week, and you said, I can't believe that a team won by only scoring 10 points. And that's what happened. That's what happened. The Patriots 10-7. It was tough to watch. I regret giving myself this game because I literally was falling asleep and it was 1 p.m. in the afternoon. I could not stay up to watch this dud. It was terrible. The Patriots of old are dead. This is another reason why I was saying that the Patriot way was Tom Brady. He went to Tampa. They became the Tampa Bay Patriots. That's what happened. Tom Brady is the GOAT, and this proves it. And here's the thing, right? We talk about quarterbacks, even quarterbacks in the past were better than starting quarterbacks now. Listen to these stats, bro. It's going to blow you away on both sides of the ball. But let me start on the Patriots, right? So we got Mac Jones.
Yeah.
I can't even believe I'm saying this. 89 passing yards. No touchdowns. 2 interceptions. With a 27.8 passer rate. What is going on? It's better, Bell, because they decided they wanted to sit this man because of how terribly he was playing. So who did they go to? Tom Brady? No, they go to Bailey Zappi. Let me give you.
Okay, I heard of him.
54 best. Oh. 54 passing yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception, 20.5 passer rating. Listen to this because it gets even better. On the other side of the ball, my man Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito, Paisano.
Hold on, wait. He's a third-string quarterback, and he was sitting at his mom's house, right?
He is. He's living in his mom's house. He's getting the gabagool every single night. And this is what Gabagool did for him. It was 191 passing yards, which, by the way, is more than two quarterbacks. More than 2 quarterbacks in the other team. That is, and he had more touchdowns than both quarterbacks combined because neither one of them scored a tutty with a 103 passer rating. Now, I'm not going to get ahead of myself here. I don't think that Tommy DeVito is the future. I think he's going out and he's beating these ass teams, which is absolutely fine. He beat us, so I got no complaints there. But it's fun to see him do the thing and the gabagoo and all that stuff is pretty entertaining. But, it's not going to last long because I think Giants are picking pretty early in the draft this year. I know they still got Dan Jones. I don't know what they're going to do with him, but I guess we'll see. Look, going forward, Patriots are the worst team in the NFL. That's it. There's nothing. That's it. I don't know what's going to happen with Belichick. There's rumors that he might be going to you guys. There's rumors that he might be coming to us. Who really knows, right? When the season's done, I guess we'll see. He may end up returning to the Patriots. So, for me, I think Giants, their season is still sort of fluttering. They're still alive. They have a better record than Commanders right now. I'm not really sure what happens to Tommy DeVito after the season. I think he has a job with the Giants.
He'll be a great quarterback anywhere. Not a great quarterback,
he'll be a good backup anywhere. I think he's like a Taylor Heineke, where it's like if somebody goes down, he could come in and run the offense similarly like a
perfect second string for the Jets, even though it's the same fucking.
He's still gonna be with the Gabagoo, so
it's the same thing. It's not right down the street. They share the same field. He's got to change his jersey.
That's all he has to do.
He's not going anywhere, actually.
We'll see what happens, man.
Kids nowadays, they're not gonna. If you tell them that those two teams were in the Super Bowl twice and they were it was some head-banging Super Bowls, they're not going to believe you.
No, they're not. I mean, I was thinking to myself on the way home, just really quick. I was thinking about guys that weren't even considered the level of Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, but still how great they were, right? Look at Drew Brees, right? Drew Brees was great. You had Phillip Rivers, he was great, right?
I missed him, man.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, even Mark Sanchez had a good run there.
God, yeah.
There was a lot of good to great quarterbacks, and now there's like one or two.
Sanchez, man.
I know it's a different league,
but I'm saying that he's really appreciated compared to the talent now.
Oh, absolutely.
Nuts, in my opinion.
By far, if he came back, he could probably start in the team. I'm just saying that's how bad. It's effect. Bad, man.
Same thing for Cam. I don't know. I might be Panthers biased though.
It's possible. I think if he lowers his expectations of money, that he will definitely get a chance. But I don't. He's a superstar, so you can't take him off the bench. He can't be a backup. He has to be your starter. So
yeah, you're right.
Yeah. What you got?
Next game, I got Bucks versus Colts.
Yum.
I'm wrong about all this. I wanted. It's crazy how I say this because I don't believe in the Colts, so I thought the Bucks were gonna win. I can't believe I'm going for my rivals.
Yeah,
it's weird that I do that, but I'm trying to think how to start this off. Hold on, because they cooked. I'm trying to think how I could. Gardner Minshew cooked. He got 251 yards, an interception, 24 for 41, 251 yards. Now, I think what did it for them, what made me think that they won the game was their fucking running back, Jonathan Taylor. That nigga got 2 touchdowns, 91 yards, 2 touchdowns, 15 carries. And Minshew's favorite receiver, the Marcus Pittman Jr. Yeah, they pretty much just it's crazy how they just I don't know. They like the Colts defense pretty much turned over the ball and just capitalized, bro. Like yeah, man, the Bucks suck. I don't know what to say. Baker Mayfield got 199 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Even though he did get those 2 touchdowns, but like I said, their running game wasn't. Actually, their running game was pretty similar to Jonathan Taylor's. They just didn't get any touchdowns. He had 100 yards. Rashad White, he didn't get any touchdowns or anything like that. Yeah, I expected the Bucks to win this shit. Yeah, they lost 20-27. I forgot to say the final score. Yeah, I expected the Bucks to win. Surprisingly, Gardner Minshew and Jonathan Taylor were cooking, and Marcus Pittman Jr. was his favorite receiver. Maybe I gotta look at more Colts games. I just wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Pittman's he's been pretty good for the past few years. He's not bad.
But I don't know. I just wasn't expecting the Colts to take over this game like this. I really thought the Bucks were gonna win this. I don't know. But because I thought Anthony Richardson was the guy for the Colts, so Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
He's playing surprisingly great. He looks like a substitute teacher. He got a porn stash too, like this.
He does. He's like one of those guys from like the 80s or something who's like
it might be the look. That's why I thought he was gonna lose. They play good. I can't believe it. I'm surprised. Yeah. I just looked at their record. They are 6-5. They don't.
Doesn't feel that.
I don't think they're gonna go really far though.
They don't feel like 6-5. They don't feel like a winning organization.
Matter of fact, they play like the Bucks are 4-7. They play like they're 4-7. Mm-hmm. Actually, the Bucks and the Colts can just switch their records around. Then it's more believable. Actually,
I would say that. I would have thought that the Colts had a worse record than the Bucks, but I guess they're just not. It just seems like they're playing well, but they're just not winning. Right? Winning is tough. It's really tough in the NFL.
It is.
Yeah,
I'm realizing that shit.
Look,
I'm realizing that shit because we're not. Like you said, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, Phillip Rivers, Michael Vick, all these damn quarterbacks that we're used to, but it seems like now we're just getting the regular ass quarterbacks that aren't freaks. They're just regular good, and it's weird to see.
It's very weird to see. Like yeah, it's weird to see. It's also weird to watch. It's weird to be a part of because, especially quarterbacks who have come from a place where they've been playing for years. I mean, they're beloved by their city, and then
they're used to that playbook.
Yeah, they're used to the playbook, they're used to the players, they're used to the fans, and then all of a sudden, because of bad management practices or a poor coaching staff, they just get let go and traded somewhere else where they are struggling. And that brings me to the Saints and the Falcons, specifically Derek.
You're gonna do that? My bad. No, I was waiting for it.
The transitions are fire. So
I gotta practice. All right, I like that.
The predicted score that I had, at least for this game, I thought the Saints were going to win. I thought it was 22-14 Saints. I just didn't believe in the Falcons. Boy, was I wrong. So the final score was 24-15 Falcons. I know it should not be like that, but here's why. Again, I don't know what happened to the Saints, man. Like, Derek Carr he never looked this off before. I mean, he was with the Raiders forever, right? Even if you had a new coaching staff or new receivers, he was always on fire. And look, right, his stats show that he is still on fire. He had 304 yards. He did not have a touchdown. He had an interception, and his passer rating was only 77.1. But he's getting the ball out there. But it's just that seems like nobody really wants to win this division. But somebody is going to win it by default.
It's weird, bro. Man.
It's really weird. And here's the thing, Vel. I know your Panthers only have one win this season, but if they lose, they will be in the playoffs. So.
Yeah, mathematically, you know that, right? Isn't that crazy?
They still have a chance. I mean, that's unbelievable. That's I don't even believe that when I saw it, but it's true. I
didn't believe it. I was like, man, this shit's fake. And I was like, oh.
It's a bad division, man. It's a bad division. But look, going forward, I think Derek Carr is the new Russell Wilson in New Orleans. So bear with me here. So I think this year is going to suck for Derek Carr. I think next year better year for him. I don't bring back the same coaching staff. If they don't, the new coaching staff, I think, will give Derek Carr a better opportunity. I think the defense will come back.
So you're saying this year it is kind of like his not on purpose, but just a unexpected shitty year.
It is, and it's
going to come up after this, right? He's rise up.
That's what I see happening. I don't think he just, just like Russ, I don't think they just suck overnight and they just suck forever, right? I don't think they're not not bad. They're just getting used to.
Because to be honest, he surprised me this year. I thought he was going to be shitty this year.
I thought he was going to be good. I thought Derek Carr was going to at least be somewhat similar to what he was, and he kind of is. He's still putting up yards. But, all I do know is that Desmond Ridder is probably not going to be the quarterback in Atlanta.
1 second, bro. Hold on.
Yep.
It's called. My bad. So just talk.
Yep. I will. As Vell is going to murder the intruder that just broke into his house, I will go over the Browns and the Broncos, guys. So here's what I predicted. I thought that the Browns are going to win 17-14. I was wrong. The actual score was Broncos winning 29-12. I did not see that coming because I knew that even though the Browns have a great defense and Broncos also have a pretty good defense, I did not really believe in Russ. And man, was I wrong, because Russ has been cooking, right? They won, God, how many games did they win in these last couple weeks? I think it's been like 4 or 5 straight, right? Since about week 6. So maybe that's 6. 6 games they've won thus far, and some of those games haven't even been close. Look, I'm going to give a one-clap gator to Russ and Peyton and their connection. At the beginning of the year, especially after that Dolphins loss, guys, I know we sat here and we thought, oh, man, this is going to be terrible. This is just absolutely awful. I mean, 70-20, you can't come back from that. And look, they turned it around, so I got to give kudos to them. Like I said, they have not lost since week 6, man. And I thought the Dolphins game was a dead sentence. I thought that 70-20 was it, but it wasn't. It's cooked, right? 134 yards, 1 tutty, no picks, 91.1 passer rating. And he played a great game, just a very solid defense. Morgan, Thompson, Robinson, he had a pretty average game, and it was actually exactly like Russell Wilson's stats: 134 tutties, 134 passing yards, 1 tutty, no picks, but a 73.1 passer rating. So we had a good game, but it wasn't enough to win. Going forward, here's what I see. Look out for the late Broncos push this year to the playoffs, Vell. Like I said, you probably didn't hear it, but the Broncos have not lost since week 6. They have been on a really quiet bench. I know. They've been playing really, really well. If they continue to play this way for the rest of the season, they're right in the thick of things at the end, and we all know what happens in the playoffs. Anything can happen in the playoffs. So they're going to keep it alive. Browns, on the other hand, their defense is going to be the only thing that keeps them alive. I know Joe Flacco is probably going to suit up for the next game. I know he's on their roster now. He's probably getting a lot of practice reps. They're going to probably look to insert him if DTR is not playing well. So this is exactly what I was talking about, Vell, and what we were just talking about. We're getting quarterbacks from the past because the quarterbacks of now not cut the mustard. Remember, Joe Flacco was probably sitting on his couch, retired, probably just came off of a fishing trip and now got a call from the Browns.
I still think he'll cook, though. Ain't that crazy?
I think he will. I think he'll put up monster numbers.
I can't go against, what is it? I think it's the Broncos. Is it the Broncos and the Texas game, I think? I don't know. Point is, you can't go against Russell Wilson, bro. Because he showed flashes of his old self, man.
He did.
It makes me think, oh, shit, he still got it. I can't go against him. I don't know why. No. When it comes to certain shit like this, I can't go against him. He's cooking right now.
He's cooking.
He just have his third kid and stuff. And then only that, you got to remember the Future diss song, Russell. He's just pumped up, I think, in my head. He's just weird. So.
And kudos to Russ for taking the high road after all this, because he, Future has thrown a lot of disses in there. He even said he still smashes on C. And some other songs. Just grow up, dog. You're about to be 40, bro. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself, man. Leave that all when Russ is helping raise your kid, and he's doing a great job. Give him credit.
Pretty good ass job, bro.
Pretty good job. But anyway, back to football, man. What you got?
Okay, so so did you talk about 2 games while I was out? I just went upstairs.
I did.
That's amazing. I like how you did that. All right, so next game we got is Steelers versus Browns.
Okay.
Whoa, Steelers versus Bengals. I'm retarded. My bad. Steelers versus Bengals. Okay, these next two games, just pay attention to the scores because I didn't notice until I started writing it. All right, so Steelers versus Bengals. My prediction was 17-10.
Okay.
And the score was 16-10. That can't piss you off too. Well, it's gonna piss me off because I had a methodical plan with that. Where I thought this was gonna happen.
I'll do it. Sure.
So with this game, okay. So before the game started, in my head, I thought Joe Burrow was gonna be in.
Yeah.
So with him being in, I really did assume that. Shit, my predicted score for them was 35-17. I really thought that, I don't know why. I thought Joe Burrow was about to cook. And I forgot he's injured from that wrist injury.
Yeah.
But, shit, with him being absent, though, Jake Browning I did not expect Jay from Steak Farm to cook like that. And he actually cooked, bro. He got, it was 19 for 26, 227 yards, a touchdown, and then an interception.
Not bad.
Pretty much, even though, which is crazy, even though they lost, he still cooked. But with them losing, Kenny Pickett had a hell of a game though. Got 278 yards, 24 for 33. He had a good game. But I swear, bro, if Jake Burrow was in there, he wouldn't have a game like that. I don't know why. I really think the Bengals had a chance. Najee Harris for the Steelers. He got 15 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown. Pretty much, bro. Yeah, man. Steelers just kind of took over, man. What is it? Jamar Chase for the Bengals. He had a good game, though. All these people had good games for the Bengals, but really didn't matter. Once they pretty much just took care of the game and took care of Jake Browning and not making him do as much. They pretty much took over the game, after that. It's crazy how they just did that. I really wish Macaulay Culkin played, bro. I don't know. It would have been a better game. It would have been
Macaulay Culkin.
better with you. But yeah, Pittsburgh. I like both teams, Pittsburgh and the Bengals. I mean, when it comes to that division, I think the Ravens is number one. But with this game, I guess this makes Steelers what, number two in the. I don't know. I guess it makes them number two right now. But I think this is like by luck, bro. I don't know, because I love me some Joe Burrow, man. That guy can cook. But Steelers had a hell of a good game, though.
They did, and Mike Tomlin reminds me of another coach that I just saw get picked up. He didn't get picked up. He's the interim head coach right now, but their philosophies are similar, right? Really tough, running the ball, hard defense, and that's over in Las Vegas with the Raiders. Antonio Pierce has this team really playing hard, and look, they had a tough game to play here. And I thought they were going to win it. I thought that the Raiders were going to beat the Chiefs 21-17. I was wrong. The Chiefs won 31-17, and here's why. Simply, Mahomes is gonna Mahomes. He's just gonna do what he does. That's the guy. He puts up the field. Him and Andy Reid just make quite the pair. Doesn't matter who else is calling plays. I would say that if. Man, those slow starts for KC scare me, and this is a slow start for them here. I think the Raiders went up 2 scores early in the game. Aiden O'Connell, who I believe would be the future for the Raiders, he had 248 passing yards, a touchdown, no picks, 101.6 passer rating. He played incredible. I know, right? Aiden O'Connell. Who would have thought, right? They were so stuck on Jimmy Garoppolo with the former regime because of the whole Patriots way thing, and here they had a quarterback on the roster who can actually fry. But again, as I mentioned, Mahomes is going to Mahomes, so he had 298 passing yards, 2 tutties, no picks, 122.8 passer rating. It's like he played a perfect game. This is just what he does, man. What he does. And look,
do that.
I don't know. That's just who he is. And look, here's a special shout out.
Find a quarterback. He's right here the whole time.
He's right there. That's what he is. And here's a special shout out to Isaiah Pacheco, who's a running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's one of the running backs that I've seen this year. He does not care at all. He will run through you. He will run around you. He is an aggressive back, and I love to watch him play. Man, he is. He just gets me juiced up every time he touches the ball. I love it. I know. It makes me want to tackle him because I want to feel how hard it is to tackle him. I love running backs like that. I really do.
Yeah.
Will happen going forward. I still think that Pierce should be given the reins fully. At the end of the season, I think they should have made him the official coach for their Las Vegas Raiders. Don't do the same thing that you did with Bisaccia last year. Stick with this guy. He's definitely won over the locker room. He's coaching his butt off. They played really well. It's just the Chiefs. Chiefs are going to Chiefs. By the way, Chiefs are still my favorite to go deep into the playoffs. I'm not sure if they'll go all the way this year. AFC, yeah, and I'm gonna save who I believe the AFC Super Bowl contender is next for the next game, but I still think that the Chiefs are gonna go pretty far in these playoffs here, man. What you got?
I love my Ravens. Not my Ravens, but I think they're the best team. Oh, anyway, okay, shit. Okay, so you were talking about running backs, right?
Yeah.
Bruh. Shit. Couldn't look at this game. Like, you remember how all year, because I remember this shit exactly. You remember how like the first couple 5, I'll say 4 or 5 games, we were talking about how Derrick Henry and a dude for the Falcons, like, where'd they go?
Bijan Robinson, yeah.
Where Robinson? What happened to them? And the thing I kind of like this. I think running back is probably my favorite position. Like,
okay,
because
why is that?
Turn on whenever they want. So when I saw this game, I was so damn pissed. When I saw okay, so let me talk about the Panthers and Titans. Let me just start off with the scores. Okay, sure. So wait, you remember what the last score was, right? 10-17. My prediction score was 16-10. All right, so my prediction for them was 16-10 Panthers, right? Mathematically, this is why I was like, okay, they're gonna make one touchdown, and then they're gonna get close to the goal line. They're gonna kick 3 field goals. I literally had like a mathematical.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad prediction.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the score instead was 10-17. Titans. So it's like you see how both games I was right almost, but not really.
No ball. That's what that means. You know ball.
Yeah, like I was close, but like it's the other team instead that did this. But Derrick Henry was, gosh, he was playing. He only got 76. He got 76 yards, 18 carries, and 2 touchdowns. But the way he got that was so damn. Like that was a hard ass 76 yards he got. He was running so fucking hard. It made no damn sense. And I'm forgetting that it's the damn Panthers. I'm just looking like, wow, this guy. I'm like, oh shit, let me turn. Like that's literally what happened.
Against you.
And I think it's because we're a 1-10 team. That's when shitty teams or slightly better teams, that's when they all of a sudden show off. Will Levi, he got 18 for 28. He got 185 yards. Isn't he the third string running back quarterback?
He's the official starter, but yeah, he started.
But I'm saying that he was third string, right?
He was.
Like, it's shit like that. And oh god, I'm not looking at the Panther stats at all. I'm talking about the damn Titans. D Hopkins got. Because I'm looking at him like this shit is. Well, for like both passing offenses did okay. Mm-hmm. But what did it was the fucking run game for the Titans. Nothing else. Literally, it's just a running game that happened. It was a pretty even game, but the difference maker was the damn running. Like, Hubbard, for us, he got 45 yards and a touchdown, 14 carries. And then D-Hop, he got 3 receptions, 49 yards. Jonathan Mingo, he got 4 receptions, 60 yards. So it's all similar. But like I said, big difference maker was Derrick Henry. He just turns it up when he wants to. I'm realizing that shit now. Mm-hmm. And I get what I remember how we were talking about earlier, how you were saying, like, we suck. You were like, but the Redskins, this shit different, bro. Because, like, you remember a couple years ago, Jimmy Clausen, we were winning whatever. But for some reason, this hurts worse for some reason this season. I don't know why. Like, each loss hurts worse in the gut.
But here's the thing, though, that you may not have known. When you guys sucked, like, earlier on in the Carolina Panthers history, that next year you got a guy named Julius Peppers, right? The following time you sucked.
Like when he traded back into the Panthers?
Yeah. Well,
yeah, you're right. Yeah, we did.
I mean, the very first time when you drafted him, like, you guys were terrible. Then you got him. You got a dynamic pass rusher, all-time Hall of Famer. Then when you guys sucked again, you got a guy named Cam Newton. So here you are again, sucking. So it is very possible that you can find the next Hall of Fame player for your.
The way we did it. Oh God, the way we did it was stupid. I get what you're saying, but just the way we set it up is.
Yeah,
so much shit for these next 2 drafts is not gonna favor us in any way, unless something crazy happens in the draft. Something crazy, I don't know.
Right, because you don't even have a first round pick.
Talk to somebody.
Yeah, you don't even have a first round pick. That's.
And then about Bryce Young, I didn't even talk about his stats. No, it's good though. It had 18 for 31, 194 yards. Mm-hmm. We're good. Like, okay, to be honest, Bryce Young, every game, he gets more and more yards. He still fucking suck, though, but, like, he's getting better, literally slowly getting better, but it's not enough.
It's better than getting worse,
Exactly. Like, he's getting a little better. I see it. Like, when I saw the game, I was like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. So it's like, I'm not too upset. I mean, Derrick Henry is Adrian Peterson's son, so that is, something that's crazy to handle. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go Panthers. We're going to the playoffs, bro. I mean, the way the records look.
I mean, look, you're not the only team that's going to be going to the playoffs. I believe the Ravens will as well. I don't know much about the Chargers to understand if they will, because I don't know what they're doing. Here's my predicted final score, Vel. I have the Ravens winning 28-24. However, the actual score was 20-10, which I did not see coming. I did not see the Chargers not being able. The Chargers.
Oh, okay. All
right. I didn't see them not being able to have more than 10 points. That
is weird,
especially on offense.
That is weird.
They're absolutely stacked. Look, and here's what happened. This could be Staley's last year as a head coach. I know this past week he blew up on a reporter when they asked if he was going to call the defense. He got really aggressive and upset. So, that's not a good look for any coach. But that roster is just way too talented to be as bad as they are.
He's like how Kirk Cousins was, bro. He has a shitload of yards. And he be having a shitload of touchdowns, but he doesn't have no W's, and that sucks.
It's not the W's, and that's what that's what matters. And that's the one thing that Lamar has. And the reason I love Lamar so much is that he doesn't care about the stats.
I love that guy.
He doesn't care about the stats, man. He cares about winning. Listen to these stats: 177 yards, a tutty, no picks, 82.4 passer yard rating.
It's so perfect. It's so perfect.
It's good, but it's it's not great. It's not Pat Mahomes level. It's not, but it doesn't.
I like him. He's so perfect.
He's winning. They're winning. That's all that matters. And I love what they're doing there in the Ravens. Over to LA with the Chargers. Justin Herbert, 219 passing yards, a touchdown, a pick, 75.7 passer. It's getting old, man. I mean, this guy can throw for 400, 500 yards and still lose. Like it's all his fault. I know it's not all his fault, but it is what it is. It's football.
I can't blame them all.
No. Yeah. Here's what I think we're going forward. Ravens are my favorite to win this Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's all right, bro. Yeah,
that's big. They're my favorite. They're so loaded, and it feels like they have not even put their foot on the gas pedal yet.
I know they haven't. I'm not even a Ravens fan. I know they haven't done their full potential because you still got injuries.
Still got injuries. You still got to, it is what it is. You got to
do him. But Zach is so lucky.
He is. He's a lucky guy. But anyone who's a Chargers fan right now is probably not as lucky. You guys just signed Herbert.
They're probably just tired of him.
Deal. I don't think the coaching staff is going to be there next year, so I don't know what's going to happen to other players or the star players in your roster who are either aging or are damaged goods at this point in their career, man. So that's all I have there. What do you got?
All right, Jags versus Texans.
Your last game, by the way.
Oh my God, they got 2 more damn games. But the last game is the Eagles and the whatchamacallit game. I'm going to do this one quick as hell. All right, Jags versus Texans. I assumed this was going to be like a gunslinging shootout. 84 touchdowns each. Like, I don't know. I was thinking something crazy.
A lot of touchdowns.
I was kind of right. My prediction was 31-35. The score was 24-21. My prediction was going for the Texans to get the 35, but the real score was 24-21, Jaguars.
Wow.
Trevor Lawrence, oh, shit. It's like when I write it down, I don't notice. Then I look at it, I'm like, whoa. Trevor Lawrence threw for 364 yards and a touchdown and an interception. DJ Stroud threw for 304 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Nice.
Kevin Ridley, 89 yards, touchdown. Nico Collins, 7 receptions, 104 yards, a touchdown. Yeah, pretty much. Both of these teams cook like shit.
Looking right there.
Cook like shit. I don't know how the hell the damn Houston Texans lost this game, to be honest, but it had to be the running game or something because they had a good game. I ain't gonna lie. I looked at some of this game. I didn't look at all of it. It was boring at first. I couldn't look at it. I don't know why it was boring at first.
It was just a missed field goal, man. The thing doinked up the uprights, and that's they couldn't get to overtime. It was
I should have looked at the rest of the game. I would have been pissed. Oh my God, I would have been pissed. I didn't know that's what it was.
It was a very good game. CJ Stroud is clearly going to be Rookie of the Year. I don't think anybody else is in that category.
Yeah, I like Trevor Lawrence too. But yeah, he's going to be. But CJ Stroud, he's definitely going to be Rookie of the Year, so he shouldn't be discouraged by his loss. You know what I mean? And he's a rookie. So he'll be
that's true. I mean, and wins and losses are team for the team, but for him and his own personal side, I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah, he'll be all right. Trevor Lawrence did good. I liked him. I really never cared about the Jaguars, so he kind of surprised me. kind of surprised me. I didn't know he could do that. You know, people keep saying like, "Oh my God, he's a," you know, what is his second or third year?
For who?
For Trevor Lawrence, I think that's the second or third year.
Third. I think this is his third.
Yeah, he's a good. I like him. He's a good third year quarterback. You know, he had a bad start, just like Joe Burrow, Bryce Young. Who the fuck else had a bad start? I can't think of. But yeah, those are the only ones I can think of right now. But you know, it was like he had a bad start. He's good. I like the way he does it. Yeah. Who do you have next on?
Well, this is my final game, and of course, it had to be a dud. Man, you look. Josh Dobbs has been the story of the year. He's been the story of the season, bouncing around from this team to that team. He's a genius. He could be an astronaut. He's probably going to be that after his career is over. But for whatever reason, man, the astronaut fell right back down to earth in this game. My predicted score for this game, which I got wrong, as well as who I thought was going to win, was going to be Vikings 35-10. I should have known better. These division rivalry games are always. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I thought it was going to be different. And, you know, it turned out to be 12-10 Bears.
They're always defensive. I knew it was going to be something like that. They're always.
It was awful, man. You know, I was watching the game. It wasn't his best game, and now they're thinking of benching Josh Dobbs in favor for somebody else.
Come on, it's not that. Really?
And look, everybody has a bad game. He had a really, really bad game. It was 185 passing yards, a tutty, 4 interceptions.
Okay, yeah. All right.
About facing him, but 54.3 passer rating. It was tough. He was really tough this game. I still think they ride with him for the next game. Everybody in the NFL has a bad game, and he shouldn't just be benched because he had one bad game.
Bro almost had his back. You heard me? I was like, nah, man. But now,
yeah. And then you heard the 4 picks, and you're like, well. That makes sense. But Justin Fields, on the other hand, he had 217 passing yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, 87.3 passer rating. Like I said, it was a game to watch. It was rough to watch.
Yeah, when it comes to those, what is that, NFC North, I think?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to, for some reason, bro, when it comes to those games, especially with the Bears, or a Bears rival game,
yeah,
it's very defensive. Like, they'll fuck around and play a whole game, score be 0-3 or something, or 0-2.
And look, I mean, in my opinion, I don't think either quarterbacks who played today on that team or on their respective teams are going to be around next season to be on those same teams. I think.
Maybe want to look at these highlights just so I can see what to expect next game.
Yeah, I mean, I think Josh Dobbs goes elsewhere. I think Justin Fields goes elsewhere. I know Kirk's going to come back and it's going to be huge. I don't think he comes back early in the season, but whenever he does come back, I think he's going to be right where he left off.
I think to be safe, he's going to come back in the 5th week.
Yeah, it's possible. I think that's pretty reasonable, unless he's doing some Aaron Rodgers voodoo type shit. But I think for the Bears, you know, it's time to rebuild. It's time to start over. Lose the coach, lose the entire coaching staff. Get a new GM, get a new head coach. Go into that draft believing that you're looking for somebody for your future. Yeah. And just again, you keep striking, you keep throwing anything at the wall to see what sticks, and then eventually something does. So, what do you got?
All right, my last two. I'm about to go fast with this. Rams versus Cardinals.
Let's go.
I had the Rams winning prediction. I had the Rams winning 17-3. I was right/wrong. The Rams won 37-14. Pretty much, the Cardinals are pretty much like the Panthers, just in red uniforms. Pretty much, they're the Panthers in red uniforms. They got to rebuild everything. You know what I mean? They start rebuilding. If you saw the game, I don't know if you saw the game, but if you saw the game, Kyler Murray just. He's just running around everywhere, man. Like I'm gonna do Kyler Murray's stats first. He got 256 yards, a touchdown, 27 for 45. He's just running around in there. You know, he's just running around, little feet, just running around, making touchdowns, making just and doing all that shit. So Matthew Stafford, like, it's crazy. Matthew Stafford, he got less yards. Matthew Stafford got 229 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an interception. I was not expecting that, bro.
Did they still lose or did they win?
No, the Rams still won.
Okay.
Yeah, but he got less yards but more touchdowns. But
that's wild.
Overall, they pretty much total yards. Arizona only got close to 300 yards. Yeah. The Rams got close to 500 yards. Kyrie, I forgot about him. Fucking Rams. He got 143 yards and 16 carries, bro. I forgot about him.
Oh my God.
I was like, what is the
Did he get like 2 tutties or something too?
Did he make 2 touchdowns? I don't.
So.
No, ain't no way. No, wait, hold on.
I thought I saw that.
Who made a touchdown? Hold on. Do I got my stats right? Oh, shit. All right, anyways, I don't care. I don't know.
Either
I don't know.
Incredible.
It's got to be like a defensive touchdown or something that I probably ain't put on here.
Okay. But, either way, that's incredible. He had a great game.
Yeah, he got 100. That's what I knew. I was trying to think because I be looking at half of the games. I ain't gonna lie. I look at half of the games. I just I got it right down. Yeah. And Kyrie Williams, 143 yards, 16 carries. James Carter for the Cardinals ain't do shit because they're literally the Panthers in red uniforms. He got 6 carries for 27 yards.
Oh,
wow. Tutu Atwell got 3 receptions for 76 yards. Marquise Brown got 6 receptions for 88 yards. Matthew Stafford had a hell of a good game. Kyler Murray, he's just in a bad team. He did good, you know what I'm saying? He didn't win.
Right.
He had more yards, so it was like in a way he did okay. He did something.
How about
Cardinals. I think the Rams are going to go far. I still am mad at the Rams because they don't play like a 5-6 team. They play like more like a 7-3 team. So I think they're going to go far. The Cardinals need to do rebuilding just like the Panthers. My next and last game is the Bills versus Eagles.
Ooh, that was incredible.
Bro, Jalen Hurts. Like, it's crazy how motherfucker, like, when I look at the stats and when I look at some of the game, bro, this motherfucker is night and day compared to how Jared Allen played compared to how
Josh Allen.
No, because I'm looking at him, I don't know how he did this shit.
Jared Allen played defense.
I said Jared Allen because I was so fucking passionate. I meant to say Josh Allen. My bad. Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts. It was night and day the way they played. First of all, Jalen Hurts got 339 yards, 2 touchdowns and interception passing, right? And I'm just gonna skip all these stats and I'm gonna say the rushing yards. Josh Allen got 9 receptions for 81 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Josh Allen?
Yeah, exactly. This motherfucker had 2 touchdowns. No, he has 4 touchdowns in total.
Oh, 9 carries. I thought you said 9 receptions.
No, I did say 9 receptions. Yeah, he ran the ball and he got 81 yards. That's what I'm trying to say. He got 9 receptions.
Oh, okay. Because reception is him catching the ball, so I thought that Josh.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think like how the hell did he get? Because now as I'm saying it out loud to you, wait, how the fuck did he? He got 9 receptions. 81 yards,
maybe he ran 9 times and got those yards.
He had to be. That's what I'm thinking. Because that's all I saw the whole game. I was like, he's just running and just because he can't find nobody open, bro. But they kept doing what they kept doing. It's crazy how he kept doing it and they attacked it, but they still fucking lost, bro. But every time when they blitzed a lot, they were always doing zero coverage and shit like that. And every time when the safety would just look back or whatever, he just goes the other way pretty much. That's pretty much what he was doing like the whole game. They had a spy on him. I don't know why they have a spy on him, but they had a spy on him. He was just running the ball. Jalen Hurts got 18 for 31, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns and interception. How the fuck does this motherfucker have less yards than Jared Allen and he got more touchdowns?
That's wild.
Like, and I was looking at him, bruh. Okay, now I'm looking at the yards. Oh my god, the Buffalo Bills, they got literally over 500 yards, right?
Wow.
And they lost, so they got 500 yards. The Eagles got 378 yards, and they won. The Buffalo Bills got more first downs than the Eagles. They had the ball more than the Eagles, and they still lost, bro.
Tough, man.
Devontae Smith got 7 receptions, 160 yards, and a touchdown. And DeAndre Swift got 14 carries and 80 yards. I was looking at him play, bro. They just do it with ease the way they do shit, bro. And I be seeing other teams literally do the same thing that the Eagles do, and they can't do it. And it's just a fucking quarterback sneak. It's crazy how they can't fucking execute that. Yeah. But I think they realize you gotta have a big ass quarterback, not just a regular quarterback. They had Kyler Murray do that once.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
The fuck? But the Eagles, bro, they 10-1, bro. I don't get how they cause I'm just thinking in my head fucking Jalen Hurts could literally throw for 21 yards and have 4 touchdowns or some shit like that. But I'm just saying, it's crazy. People always they not talk shit, but they always judge Jalen Hurts on. Because he's the same thing. Same way you said about Lamar Jackson, he's the same way. That's why I think they're going to go to the Super Bowl. They don't care about stats. They literally don't. It could be a whole damn game of them not getting no type of touchdown as long as they got a W.
Yeah.
It's weird how they do that shit, bro. Because Jalen Hurts, he has a lot of W's, but the yards... if I just showed you his yards, you assume that he lost by 3 points or something.
Yeah.
He fucking won. But the Bills held the ball longer, and he got more yards, and they still lost. I'll be so pissed if I was the Bills right now.
Yeah, it was a tough game.
I still can't believe that shit, man. And that is it. Oh, hold on, before I say, I don't want to say anything. And that is it.
All right, we have reached the end of our Week 12 recap. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You're going to get all of these recaps and then some. We want you guys to join our recap for Week 14 of the NFL. It's going to be incredible, right? I mean, well, not Week 14, my bad. That's a whole other week. We're Week 13 here coming up. So there's a lot of great games going on. These games are starting to get into crunch time because we're getting close to the end of the season. So a lot of these teams are playing for playoff spots and seeding and draft spots. So it's going to get really entertaining, and we hope you guys can join us next week as we go over Week 13. We're going to talk about the Aaron Rodgers story. Is he still at practice? Did he get hurt again? We're going to talk about the teams that we know are probably done for the year and the teams that might be still alive. And then, of course, our Super Bowl favorite. So make sure that you stick with us. Again, that like button, the notification bell. Hit the subscribe button, please. It helps out our channel. If you're not on YouTube and you are on TikTok, check that out as well. That's where we do our
building both pages up, man.
Every single day we hit up both pages, and we're putting our predictions on there now instead of making a predictions video. You guys seem to like it. You seem to enjoy it that way. And it allows us to go back and forth in conversation, which we love. So until next time, I am J.H. Gibbons. That is Vell. This is J&L Football Talks, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.